How can a nut save your life? Here's a little fire hack I've developed over the years out in the woods. Many times when you're out there, it's hard to find dry tinder, things that you can ignite. And if you're stuck with only a single paper match or only a couple of paper matches, it's very hard, very difficult many times to get a tinder bundle to ignite or tinder that you find on the landscape. So this is something that might not instantly come to mind but can help you out. If you're fortunate enough to find something like pecans or black walnuts or even peanuts out of your trail mix, you can use this as a hack that will help you generate enough heat and flame to get damp or other hesitant tinder to go ahead and ignite and start a fire. So this is how we're going to do it. First, I'm going to take a nut. Here I'm going to just go ahead and use a pecan. Pecans are really high in oil. Lots of different nuts can be used, pecans, hickory nuts, hazelnuts, walnuts, butternuts. Many seeds can be used as well, such as sunflower seeds, flax seeds, evening primrose. Anything that is high in oil will work with this technique. So I'm going to take a pecan and a stone, a couple of stones, give them a whack. Bust them open and get the nut meat bits out. You want to make sure they're nice, firm nuts. If they've withered up, they're no longer good. You want to seek another alternative. I'm going to just crack these and put the nut bits up here on the rock for you to see. You don't have to be too picky about the pieces. After you have your little nut meats up there, what you want to do is take your rock and essentially grind them into butter. Think almost a nut butter, like a peanut butter. Smash them up really good. The finer you get them, the better this will work. You know you've got a good source of material if you look at the bottom of your smashing stone and it's getting all oily on the bottom. That's what you're after, is the oil that's contained within these nuts. Here we go. Really want to grind this down into almost a paste-like consistency. This has a good amount of oil on it. Now some nuts have lower flash points than others, but you can see this has been pounded out into almost a paste-like consistency. What we're going to do is work this into a little obelisk. higher the oil concentrate in your nuts, the better they'll stick together. But you want more of a stack than a pile. So it kind of acts as a wick to pull the oil up through the nuts. I'm going to put a quarter here for comparison so you can see size-wise. If my life depended on it, I'd want a much bigger pile than this. So what we're going to do is I'm going to light this with a match, and then I'll put a clock behind here so you can see how long this will actually burn. There we go. Okay, so you see that burned for several minutes, and that was just 2 pecans. So if my life depended on it, I would have a pile made out of 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever I could find, right? You see that burn for quite some time. Now the problem with this is you have to have a flame to ignite it. You can't take a Faro striker and set that on fire. So what I'm going to show you next, or in part 2 of this, and part 3, are a couple of hacks to deal with using a ferrocerium striker to get this thing ignited, and then we'll put it all together in the last part. See you next time.